First day of first, I wake up, I want to get ready. I want to get right to working out as soon as possible. Just lost my light because my battery's dead. It's fucking funny. So wake up, want to get up, get my day started because I've been working out from like 12 p.m. to like 9:30 p.m. So like 9.5 hours, pretty much straight, except stopping for drinking, water, and eating. That's it. So I either do the speed bag or the heavy bag. Speed bag is a little harder because you always have to keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. But it allows me to train my left side of my rotator cuff a lot better because I can just hit the speed bag with one arm. The heavy bag, which just goes hangs in the door, um, is better for counting how many punches I'm doing and speed of my punches, the power percentage of my punches, and it doesn't move as much around. So I can hit it with my eyes closed, become more lucid, and get a better workout and hit it longer. Because when you hit the speed bag, once you stop, speed bag stops. So you feel like you're not doing anything with the heavy bag. You you hit it a couple times and take a break, hit it a couple times, take a break, hit it 100 time burst, take a break, count your numbers. Like last night, I did 13,000, took me 9.5 hours, 13,000 punches. That was a record for me, I think, by far. A couple thousand, I think 10,500 was my record. So 13,000 punches is a ton. But today I wake up, there's this girl that works where I'm at, and she's a complete fucking, excuse me, she's a complete racist bigot looking for fistfights with anyone. Young lady who just, her mindset is fight, 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 fight. That's it. It's like brick wall. No talking to her. Just feel like you have to be defensive the whole time she's in the room. So she comes in the room, starts giving me shit, starts giving my aide that helps me every day shit, and I recorded it on video, and then she went to as soon as she pretended like she had enough, and it was too big of a deal, and I was being too big of an asshole. She goes and she goes and reports me, plays the victim just like everybody else, always. 17 years of victims. DON comes in my room, starts telling me this, that, and the other thing. I said, okay, do you want to see it? Do you want to hear her? 4K, 8K, do you want to see it? So I get on my phone, I'm showing it to her. She's listening to it. She won't shut the fuck. Sh- sh- just total bullshit beginning of the day. So I finally get my day started, get her out of my hair, but it's late now. It's like 4:30, and I'm just getting started. So I get the punching bag up, put my gloves on, start hitting the bag. Then I order dinner. So I order dinner, blah blah blah. I hit in the bag, 150 punches, and I stop to eat. So then I could just get it out of the way. and go boom straight to like 10 o'clock without stopping and maybe get a couple thousand punches in. Um, you know, like go to eat dinner. As I'm eating dinner, I take like one scoop, doesn't tastes funny. Second scoop, I mix it up. Rice, beans, whatever was in there, I mix it up. Second scoop, ooh, tastes fucked up. Excuse me. Third scoop, bang. I know it's shellfish. I'm allergic to shellfish. Lobster, crabs, something was in those crabs. So I've only had it happen to me about three times. Once on New Year's Eve when I was 13, that's when I found out I started to become allergic because I had been eating shellfish my whole life. But on New Year's Eve when I was 13 years old, I ate two 50-piece platter shrimp shrimps, uh, and 50-piece orders of shrimp. And while I was eating it, I was rubbing my eyes, and I guess I don't know, mercury, something in it, caused me to become extremely allergic. My brother also, but I don't know how he found out. That's how I found out, and had to go to the hospital. Blah blah blah. Second time, I was at my friend Paul's house, and his mom made soup. I ate two bowls of it, and then asked her, "Oh, that was really good. What was it?" She said, "Oh, it was crab soup." Bang! I'm like, "Oh shit! I gotta go to the hospital." And they didn't realize the gravity of it, and ran downstairs and started throwing up into the toilet. Had to go to the hospital, but they live like real close to the hospital, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Third time, I was at Ariang in Sayreville eating hibachi. Told the guy he's got to mix my food separately and cook mine first. And I'm shaking because of my nerves, because of shock. I get anaphylactic. So my body's jibber jabbering and shaking. Even when the girl was, I had, the girl asked me if she could shave my face, this young girl. She was like, "I want to shave your face, let me shave your face." She left me with like a Hitler mustache. And I just say it looks like Hitler. I'm not talking about Hitler like he's cool, but some stupid like mustache that she gives me, my facial hair. So, third time was at Ariane. They mixed my food with other people's food that had shellfish and lobster. Gave me steam, just the steam makes me really, really sick. So we got in the car, rushed me home when I was living in uh, Linden, New Jersey with my girl after my accident. Um, and my friend Rob was there, and I started puking out of the window. Um, they want to go to the hospital. I'm not going to the hate hospitals. Hate hospitals. Hate hospitals. I was just in the hospital twice this week. One for my broken knee, and then one to get an MRI. And when I went to go get the MRI, they canceled. So now I have to go back to get an MRI. But anyway, get to the apartment in Linden, throwing up everywhere. Stomach is destroyed. EMTs come. Asked me if I want to go to the hospital. Of course not. I don't want to go to the hospital. So I just take a couple Benadryl and then pass out. Benadryl makes you real tired. So I passed out. This was the fourth time. And when I told, you know, the nurse, hey, in my dinner order, they gave me shellfish and I can't eat shellfish. I'm allergic. He's like, oh, okay, I'll call the supervisor. I was like, look, I am fatally allergic to shellfish. My throat is closing. My tongue is swelling. The back of my throat is tingling. I I can't even swallow saliva. Only air is going down my throat. Something has to be done. Better hit me with an EpiPen or do something about it right now, or I can't even imagine how much trouble you're gonna get in because my ticket on my dinner order says allergies, shellfish. So I snap a picture of this shellfish, the crab meat in my dinner with my phone and just went to the bathroom, started puking, call my brother because he's also highly allergic and I'm not sure how many times it's happened to him. I've never really talked about it. So I say, what do you do, when you go eat shellfish? He said, oh, immediately I start throwing up, my throat closes, you know, bad news, hospital, hospital, Benadryl, Benadryl. So swallow a couple of Benadryl and start drinking water, whatever. So now uh, it's like 8 o'clock at night. But for me, it feels like it's 12 p.m. because I'm just getting started to exercise. So I'm like, I'm not going to be able to exercise from 8:30, 9 o'clock to 10. I'm not going to get anything in. So I just cap that exercise and just um focused on my nerves, trying to warm up because I get real cold. So that would be when I'm shaking, my nerves are just going nuts. Uh, and that was my day, man. I had to deal with this crazy young bulldog, and I can't, I can't be, can't lose my cool because that's what she's waiting for. She's waiting for me to lose my cool. She's testing me, prodding me, throwing clothes at me, and all types of stuff. So show the deal in the video. I say, I'm tired of this girl playing victim. So blah blah blah. Horrible, horrible day in the spinal cord injury world today. I feel like I got nothing accomplished. That for me is like a death sentence because all I want to do is exercise. That's what I'm here for. Exercise, 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 exercise. When you wake up and you're ready, but other factors delay you, postpone you, or just destroy your um plans, agenda, then you feel like you did nothing. I feel like it's still daytime and it's 12:30 in the morning. Happy Thanksgiving. Like, holy shit. I guess I'm lucky I threw 13,000 punches yesterday because I'm still tired. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be able to go to sleep. So that's what I'm gonna try to do now. Is just hit the deck, go to sleep, wake up tomorrow, and run it back. Hopefully, I don't have to hear any shit or deal with any bullshit. I can get people who actually want to help me, and then I can get to it without having to worry about anything else going wrong in my day. So I don't trust anyone here. I have to, every time I get medication, I have to check every fucking pill. Now I just look down, bang, I can identify the pills and know right away if something's missing, something's been added. I'm on steroids for anti-inflammatory for my broken kneecap. It's broken in three places because a nurse basically turned me, well, helped me turn, and when she helped me turn, she pushed a little too hard, went on the other side of the bed and pulled the sheet. I went off the bed slow because I was able to grab the side of the bed. My knee hit first, and then when she went to go get help, I could only hold on to the railing and the bed for so long before my body fatigued and top half of my body fell. And when that happened, I fell all contorted. So my legs are bent in the wrong direction. I look like a murder victim chalked out on the streets. So I'm waiting to find out when the MRI is. Hopefully it's, next week. I have to get my pump filled. Um, I have an internal machine pump and the reservoir holds 40 cc's, 40 mLs of liquid, and I have a cocktail of muscle relaxers and narcotics. But none of it goes to my brain because the catheter is directly into my spinal cord. Um, Duramatter, which is like the liquid that your spinal cord bathes in. So maybe they say 3% goes to your brain because it's in your blood. So it's definitely going to go to your brain some way or another. So very little goes to the brain. That's why I'm not high. I don't get high. That's why I got the pump. And so I never had to feel like I was taking opiates and I had to take more and more and more and more and become addicted. That's not how this works. This works totally different. Totally different. I'll never have to feel like I'm going through withdrawals if there's medicine and pump. I just might feel more pain. And then they'll know they have to either refill my pump because I'm running low. And as you run low and lower, the pump begins to restrict the medication that it's given it to you in order to protect you from a complete um, cold turkey from the drugs inside the pump. And it protects itself because if it's not pumping liquid, it's just squeezing nothing, the pump will burn up and it'll burn up right inside your stomach and like melt your organs or just heat them up from the inside out. The pump is supposed to have an alarm, but I've gone down to 1 ml, which is like half a day, and it's supposed to be alarming for 3 days, and I never heard it alarm once. That was when I was living next to McGuire Air Force Base, and they had a lot of sirens and tanks and just horns and explosions, believe it or not, because they at that part of the base is where they actually do either surface to air rockets, like RPG, aim firing and testing and um, like a firing range, but with rockets, rocket propelled grenades. Or they do missile strikes with F-18 Hornets. Um, every once in a while, I would see F-22 Raptors. So it was either Raptors or Hornets. Most of the time, it was F-18s. And they were bad. I used to love just sitting outside in the summer and hearing it, but when you hear it, you can't. It's not like a big airplane where you can jumbo jet where you hear it, then you look in the sky and you can identify it. Oh, these things turn sideways, and when they're sideways, it's almost like they're as thin as paper, and you can hear them, but you can't see them. Only on like a cloudy day when they have a low ceiling and they're banking, and you can see upper the top of the airplane, you get a really good view of a F-18 moving at speed. I'm breaking the sound barrier because just short the windows in all the houses and stuff. Sometimes they come in pretty hot, and when they turn, I mean, I've been to a NASCAR race in Dover, Delaware, and Pocono, I think. Pocono, Dover. Yeah, Dover, definitely. Delaware. And when you're standing at a NASCAR track and you're standing right at the turn and the cars are coming at you and you're at the fence for the first time, you don't, as the cars come up to the fence, you think there's no way that this car is going to make this turn. There's no way this car. So you get ready to run back, and then the next thing you know, the car just goes around the turn and the rubber hits you in the face through the fence. And then there's that 40 cars fly by in maybe a second and a half. It's not like TV. When you're there and those cars are moving 200, 150, 160, 170 mile an hour, and they're banking, it's some speed. That's some speed. I know a guy who has a car collection, and he's got some really fast cars. Um, and I get in them with him, like a McLaren SLS, Mercedes SLS, with the butterfly doors. He's got one of those. That's fast, but it's not like that's top speed fast. I like 75 to 165. That's I like to go fast there. A little bit over the speed limit, smash it, get up to about 165, 170, and then slowly creep toward 200 if you have the road and if you have the ball, the balls. Because even if your tire air pressure is different on one side than the other and you hit the brakes, you're just going to wipe out. You're going to wreck. If your arrow is off, you're just gonna wreck. I mean, and when I mean arrow, I mean the bottom of the car. what you see on top of the car, the aerodynamics of the top of the car, is not what holds the car down. The wing helps with downforce for the rear end of the car, but what happens underneath the car, especially supercars and hypercars, is that the way the cars are designed in the wind tunnel is to create little tiny vortexes under the car that spin the air out faster. They get the air out faster so you can move faster and so it doesn't create lift. It's the last thing you want is for a car to get an updraft. And while you're going 200 miles an hour, you're just gonna, that's when they fly over like the boats in the water when they're going, you know, God knows how fast, I don't even know how fast they go. When they catch air and flip back over, that's because the air underneath the um, was compromised. And it does happen with cars. It's rare, but it does happen. It happens when they go onto the grass. If you're ever driving a car in the street and you're going 200 something miles an hour and you happen to skid out or something and go into the median and that air from the grass disrupts the air from underneath the car, you'll do a backflip right on your head. I've never seen it. I haven't even really even seen too many videos of it on the internet, but I've seen a few, and they're just turn the car into tinfoil. Just they look like tinfoil. You get a Lamborghini. I don't care if it's an Aventador. I don't care if it's a Huracan. I don't care if it's a Ferraris are really just for old men. So if it's a Porsche, you know, not too many people take the chances with the Porsches because they're so expensive. Parts are just ridiculous. So Lamborghini parts are ridiculous. Audi R8 V10 parts are the same as the Lamborghini Huracan, but the Audis are more rare. So when you pop the back bonnet, the engine bay of a R8, the the engine says Lamborghini. It's a Lamborghini V10, and the bumpers and the doors, they're in higher demand. So if you crash one, costs you a lot more to fix the Audi. So I didn't get to watch any of my YouTube channels that I like to watch, like DDE. So I'll probably watch it tomorrow and get a better start tomorrow because today was just a mess. Mess, 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 mess. I didn't want to call anyone and tell anyone, so I don't want to scare the shit out of them. The day before Thanksgiving, the busiest traveling day of the year, and I should have went to the hospital, but I just stayed. And every time they kept checking up on me, I kept telling them, "Yeah, I'm okay. The Benadryl works fine." But I was drinking water, and the water, instead of diluting it, the potency of the shellfish, it may dilute the potency, but it also water will absorb the chemicals from the shellfish that are making me sick, and it's like you ate more than shellfish. Maybe less potent, but it's already too late. You're anaphylactic. I was getting ready to stick a hose through them, a hose or a pen right through my front of my neck into my breathing, my airway. I was oh, I was getting ready to do that. I was looking for something uh long enough, sharp enough, I could just stick it into my neck. I was gonna go out. I don't pass out unless there's IV access in my arms. Once, and I'm a very hard stick because this pump is filled with narcotics, and narcotics are a vasoconstrictor. That means they shrink your veins. So as soon as I got the pump, I was working out hard, hard, hardest I ever worked out in my life. And I had veins everywhere still. And when I was in my wheelchair, and then I watched my veins just shrink away, and I knew it had to be the pump. So they have the ultrasound guy IV me, which I hate because what happens is you go to the hospital, and when you get there, everybody's like, oh, all the nurses are like, I'm the best I can get an IV in anyone. I do the babies, I do old ladies. And I'm like, look, we can get an IV in, get the ultrasound. Well, just let me try. I have to try. Okay, I let you try. No, mm, miss, 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 miss. Oh, it's weird. You have really, really hard skin, but then when we get through the skin, the muscles contract around the vein, and the vein folds in and collapses, and we miss. I don't have hard skin. My skin is like butter. Um, I don't have hard skin at all. I where I do have muscle, the muscle's hard at all. But where I don't, soft like a baby, soft like a baby. So now waiting for a whole bunch of shit to charge up for tomorrow so I can just get to it because there's nothing like when somebody else fucks up your plans. It's like, if I fuck up my plans, it's one thing, but if you fuck up my plans, it's a totally different story. It's like, I so mad because all you have to do is follow direction. Like, and you should have like a system down through experience that helps you do your job better and faster and more efficient every day. But nobody wants to listen. Everybody's fucking always got to be right or wrong or win or lose. Somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose, somebody's got to be right, somebody's got to be wrong. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up and get out of my way. But I have to wait for this. I have to wait for that. Oh, you had a shock. You can't work out. We have to clarify with the doctor to make sure you can exercise. Are you kidding me? The fuck out. To scream across to the other room because I have a suite. So scream across, to the aide in the other room. Lock them the fuck out. Just lock the door, play the music real fucking loud, get a door wedge, like a cheese wedge, jam it in the fucking door so they can't open it. Nobody can open the door with keys without. And do what I do. But today that didn't happen. Fucking doctors everywhere. Excuse me. Sorry, I curse a lot. I'm learning. Doctors everywhere, nurses everywhere. Questions, questions, questions. Like, okay, I, for instance, one time I passed out. I woke up hanging on the heavy bag that I hit, and the door has bars that attached to the door jambs. I woke up hanging on the door jamb because I passed out. I passed out sleeping because I was doing it so much. I fell asleep while I was hitting the heavy bag. I just fell asleep. Passed out. I passed out right on a bar. Got woken up by the nursing supervisor. Said, "Oh my God, the ambulance is on the way." I'm like, "What for?" You passed out. I said, "Oh, I fell asleep." She walked out of the room to go greet the EMS. I yelled to the aide, "Lock the door, lock the door." I tightened my seatbelt up more. Bang, 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 bang. Started hitting the bag and pretending like couldn't hear the doorbell or the call bell from trying to call me through the intercom. No, not this guy. I'm not gonna intercom me. None of that shit. None of it goes on. Other than that, this is the first live stream that I'm actually doing in um extended period of time, and I'm not using my mixer or the microphones. I'm just using the Instago camera. It's like a Insta 360, but it's a little magnet, and you just magnet to a surface, plug USB-C in, plug in your computer, get your streaming software. I use OBS. I'm not very good at it. I'm learning. That's why my thumbnail is me hitting a speed bag, even though that wasn't taken today. I just found a picture and put that there. Hopefully it'll move around the internet. Reconnection successful. Reconnection successful. So I guess it's going out and in my stream. I don't know why that's doing that. I guess that's why sometimes it shows that I streamed 2 or 3 times, but I only streamed once. That's something new that I've never seen before. That might have to do with my latency, how low I have it. Might have to lower the latency or change my frames per second. Right now, I'm 60 frames per second, and that's nothing. You should be able to go 120 frames per second. I have my Acer is 64 gigs of RAM, and that's a lot. That's a lot of RAM. I have 1 terabyte of internal storage, and I have 4 terabytes of external storage. So shouldn't be that. But anyway, I'm gonna load this up now and go to sleep. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and I'm looking forward for tomorrow. It's just today, this morning, to get up and exercise as much as I can. So that's all, folks. My charger, my Anchor charger, busted. Have to get a new one through the warranty. Some idiot fucking dropped it, and there's a recall on it. So tomorrow, tomorrow's gonna be just exercise. Friday, I'll get back on the phone, get a new Anchor charger, and set my podcast stand back up. Right now I'm in bed and I usually do it in my wheelchair with my friend on his podcast. But since I'm using the same software and I'm doing it anyway, I figured why not just do it? Tell people what's going on in my life, doctors, or just if they're not spinal cord injury specialists, psychiatrist, then I'm not going to say they're stupid because they're doctors, but they just don't have the education that even I have when it comes to my injury. Been doing it for 17 years. I listen to audible books, read all these articles, listen. Go go to speeches, watch speeches on the internet, YouTube, and I know a lot about my body. I knew my kneecap was broken. Um, there's definitely a possibility that I tore ligaments, and it hurts like a son of a bitch. Just doesn't hurt like everybody else feels pain. It hurts totally different. It headaches. My nerves jump up and down like they do it. My arms shake. Uh, the hair stands up on my body. I get goosebumps. I get cold sweats. I can throw up. It can drive my blood pressure up to stroke-like levels. So I have to deal with it on a day-to-day basis. But it's getting better because I'm getting stronger and stronger every workout. Every workout. Even if it's a 20-minute workout, 30-minute workout, and I blast it, it's getting me way stronger. In fact, I'm gonna go on the internet right now, probably and order some super duper TheraBands so I can do like a real heavy simulated bench press and like a real heavy simulated shoulder press, real heavy lat pull downs, and start to gain also. And with the lat pull downs, I'll have some natural traction, and with that natural traction, you can hang from the TheraBands doing the pull downs, and it'll stretch my back out to help straighten me out because I'm like a ball, always leaning forward, always pushing forward, 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 forward. So I'm like balling forward. Need to get my posture back. God, I miss having posture. That's a lot. Every time I'm hitting the bag, I'm like, I open my eyes and I realize, oh my God, I'm looking down. You should be head up when you're hitting the bag. When you fight, put your chin down. But when you're hitting the bag, the whole idea is keep your head up. Bang, 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 bang. So your head is up and you're breathing and you're protecting your chin and you're firing your shots straight off your chin instead of your head down. You can't really hit the bag. Can let's shoot your head up. Chum, 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 chum. I like to hit it multiple ways. I hit it backwards, I hit it forward. I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Many different ways you can hit back. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. A lot of different ways. And that's just for endurance, for my cardio. I almost had a heart attack. That shit can happen to me. I'm not going out with a heart attack after all the shit I've been through, all the spinal cord injury stuff. I'm not going out with a heart attack. When they told me I had a tiny heart attack, your heart released an enzyme that is congruent with a heart attack, and You just want to do a stress test. Stress test. Yeah, we're gonna give you chemicals to see if see if your heart's okay. No, your heart's fine. Just give me speed. Oh no, no. Give you chemicals to make your heart think it's under stress. Yeah, it sounds like you're gonna give me a heart attack. No, thank you. Speed bag, heavy bag, exercise, heart rate up, heart rate down, heart rate up, heart rate down. A lot of work, a lot of hours. Heart's fine. Night, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's with their families. And hope every, hope I get some sleep because it is the worst. No sleep. Peace.